Coach, thanks. It is a crisp, cool fall afternoon, and we've got football from First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Cleveland Browns. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action. Now Rodgers. He's letting this one go for Fuller. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller with his 16th touchdown of the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Texans 7, Browns 0. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the... This will be taken very short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Watch the end. Shift. Watch the shift.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. A big play that time out of Chubb. 52 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch twist. Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Switch, come on, switch. Pistol, pistol, pistol.
They give the Chubb out of the gun, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Back. Point it right, point it right, point it right.
They'll run with Chubb, and he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and inches at the 42-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
33.
Tighten up. Undercrush.
Real.
Slam.
One touch.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Alert 3.
Topper.
Gotcha. He's coming.
Hey, alert 33. One touch.
Now Chubb running right. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
Regular. Run.
Whip.
Protein spill.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
180.
Check 41. Run it. Kill.
Pistol. Hey, alert. Hey, exit. Let's go. Yes.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. These two teams all tied after 1.
180.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
Set. 180.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Check 24. Check 24. Shift.
Up.
Check safety. Check safety.
Blue draw quarters. Pistol. Run.
26.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Hey, 626.
Safety creep.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's letting this one go for Fuller. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Mikel Roby-Coleman. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Let's see what you got.
Check 50. King.
Hey, turn it out. Check 9. Check nickel. Hey, watch the edge.
Mayfield throwing quickly out to Beckham. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit, and that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions, even when you're taking some hits. Sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Boston.
37-yard line.
630.
Rodgers going to throw. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Bravo. Number 50.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Zoom. Hey, Charlie.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And able to find Green. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
First
down, Texans.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, Rodgers. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
He's not going to get me. 50's the Mike. 50's the
Shotgun now for Rodgers. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. Because sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The Browns drive about to get started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
180. Alert, 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 alert.
Check 99.
Hurry, hurry.
Mike 41.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He's going to let this one go deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Right, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Rodgers. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. He's got it. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 12 on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Tucker with the extra point. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one taken from the 7. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. A 1st down throw from Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Point it right. Kill. Check 43.
Throwing, Mayfield. He's got it to Hilton. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Check. Check it out, read. Check. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
King.
Check 25.
Hey, alert.
They'll give it to Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter in there to get him, and on the season for him. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
I got you. Watch safety creep. Watch safety. Safety's creeping. 41. I got you.
3rd and long for Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves him from a 3-and-out. They run. Chubb. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let him know.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
King. Hey, Foxtrot.
56.
Hurry.
To throw, Mayfield. It's caught inside the 25. That goes for a gain of 31. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
On the carry, it's Chubb. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
20. Run.
All day, dog.
Mayfield keeps it himself, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And Catanzero's kick is right through. And with that, the lead changes hands here in this 3rd quarter. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
From the 27, Rodgers. It's complete to Fuller. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a give right side McCaffrey. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50. Got you, boy.
Now Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Dorian O'Daniel, the linebacker from Clemson. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
I can't believe they even let you play. Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. Box it.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
But this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
They run again on 1st down. Chubb trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Mayfield and his Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Hurry!
Switch.
Real.
Watch, twitch.
Mayfield to throw it. He finds his target, Beckham. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10, 36-yard line.
Double tight. Out. 3 down.
Pistol.
Twist. Watch the eye. Shift. Watch the shift. Kill.
Hey, alert 33.
Now Chubb. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They don't go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, He might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8
How's
ounce.
that?
8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
Now after the made field goal, Catanzaro to boot this one away on the kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
We are going. 26. Zoom. Small. Mike 50, Mike 50. Watch the screen.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
You ain't Kelly. Don't let Kelly. Switch side.
No.
Lance, you can get it.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
We want it. Come to my world. Bang.
Back one.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to the ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
26.
Mike's 50.
Now Rodgers. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm. I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
Slam. Check.
They run it again with Chubb. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Set. 180.
41 Mike. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Up, up.
Tighten up. Tighten up. Undercrunch. 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 Slam. Slam. Slam.
Run. Watch out.
Chubb. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game. And all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
Set. 180.
Strong right. Strong right.
The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of. But now it's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Cleveland, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.